Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is going to be fun. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm your host. Axler Twinblade is my Splinterlands in-game name. I also go by nfoGuides or nfoGuides here on YouTube and Twitch. Okay, so what's this video about? Okay. Simply put, I thought it was time to take a step a little bit backwards and go back to some of the basics. A lot of us that have been around know these things, but land is coming out and that's all the hype. So I'm going to take a step back and focus on, in this video, some beginner player help. And these are things that if you're starting in Splinterlands, you should know these things. If you have been playing Splinterlands a while and don't know these things, well, you can thank me. Anyhow, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe below. Hit the bell icon so you can be informed when I do these types of videos live. And throughout the video, I think the chat is working. So if I see people watching live, after I'm done going over my topic, if people are here and ask questions, I will gladly do some Q&A session afterwards. The last video I did, for some reason the chat was not working, so hopefully it works this time around if you show up. If not, please leave a comment below. Make it intelligent, make it informative, or simply ask a good question. See what kind of answers you get. All right, let's dig into what I want to cover. There are about 5 or 6 things a new player will have a hard time finding what they need to know. And let's get it. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. So in Splinterlands, if you're a beginning player, you come in here and it's pretty daunting as to, okay, you're going to do some battles, but you've been looking at your cards and there's a lot of information on all these different cards and filters, and you're not quite sure where to start or what it all means or what you should be paying attention to or all of these things. You know these are abilities, but you don't know exactly what some of them do. So for ranked play, there are some things that people know. And there's one icon in Splinterlands that I don't think any of you do. If you click on this icon in the game ever, leave a comment below with your IGN and tell me how often you actually look in this area, and I will give you a card from my spinner. Those of you that know, you know. So again, this icon, click on that comment, leave a comment with your IGN, and let me know if you really have ever looked through area. What am I talking about? This right here. The question mark. The word help. How many actually click on that? Come on now. How many of you actually click on it? Now, before I click on this, I want to show some things that are hidden that people have a hard time finding, including myself. First of all, if you go to the battle screen and you're a new user, okay, I've got my Barons Toolbox up here, and I have all the information on rules, card abilities, and focuses right here. But let's say you don't have Barons Toolbox installed yet. I'm okay. This makes me sad, but I'm okay. Let's say you want to find out what all these card abilities mean, but you don't know where to look. Well, a lot of us has forgotten there's this button right here, how to play. And if you scroll down through here, usually by now you've left this screen. But if you keep scrolling down, and keep scrolling down. Okay, here you go. Here is the actual in-game list of all the abilities and what they do. So that's one thing you should know. And you should also take a look at and know the attack order. But really what I'm just trying to say is this is hard to find. And this isn't all of what you really know. Okay, so before I click on this icon, the first thing you need to know in Splinterlands is how league levels, card levels, and all that play together. So when you are in a league, you're going to just start off. So let's just say you're playing and you're in the silver league. So here's what you need to know. Boiled down simple. The league controls the level of the summoner cards you can play. Let me repeat that. The league controls the level of the summoner card you can play. In silver, you can see if I have a rare summoner, the maximum level I can use is a level 4 rare summoner. So again, the league controls the summoner. Next, that goes hand in hand with this is, okay, now that you know the league controls the summoner, now let's take a look at summoners. And let's take a look at a rare summoner. So this here is a rare summoner, signified by the blue circle here. So we're going to click on the summoner, and then you come over to the stats. And there's these colored dots right here. So here's the second thing you need to remember. The summoner level controls the monster level you can play. Okay, the summoner level controls the monster level, that's these dots, that you can play. So in silver, if you can play a maximum of a level 4 summoner, that means if you have a common monster card, you can play a maximum level of a level 5 common, a level 4 rare, and a level 3 epic, and a level 2 legendary card. Okay, so put that all together. You need to know that the league controls your summoner level, your summoner level controls your monsters level. So if you take a look at some of my monsters here, you'll see I have a whole bunch of them. Let me scroll down to the newer ones that you're more commonly. So on my epics, I can have up to a level 3 epic, but I have a level 6 epic. So my summoner level will force this card to only play at a level 3 in the silver league. You'll get a little yellow icon up here showing that a warning or a note saying it's got not a problem, but it's not being played at the maximum level. Okay. One small recap on that. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is pretty important to know. Okay, and that is the league controls the level of the summoner. The level of the summoner controls the level of the monsters. So when you're buying cards and all this kind of stuff, or renting cards, make sure you're not renting a max level card if you can only play a level 4. Okay, hit that like a dead horse. So let's go on to what I was wanted to bring up here, and that is how many have clicked on this icon. I bet not many. So let's click on it. This is the Splinterlands help site. It is very unattractive. And so most people, including myself, won't stay here long. So let me just boil this down to some quick articles that are in here, but I have located them for you. I have linked them down below in the description of this video. So you can find them really easy. Click on those links. That's what I'm going to show you now. The first one is the elusive attack order. Okay. everybody puts their cards in a lineup and you get confused as to who's going to attack first. Those of us that are veterans in the game, we have tried our best to memorize this, but still we'll get caught off guard as to which monster will attack before the other one. So here's the attack order. First thing it takes into consideration is the speed. After speed, it's going to take into consideration the attack type. In other words, magic will attack before range. Range will attack before melee or no attack. If their speeds are identical, magic will attack first. But if their speeds are not, well then some other card could attack before your magic card. So speed attacks first, then magic, range, and melee is determined if this is tied. Let's say you've got speed equal and attack type is equal. Well, then it compares the rarity of the card. So if you're playing a common and they're playing a legendary, you're tied on speed, you're tied on the attack type, then because they are playing a legendary, they will get to attack first. Okay, let's say you're both playing legendary cards. Then it's going to take into account the monster's level. Let's say your legendary is a level 4, but his legendary is a level 5. Sorry, level 3. There is no level 5 legendary. Well, in gold foil. Sorry. Try not to confuse everybody. I do my... So that means if you're a level 4 legendary and they are a level 3 legendary, you will attack first, because this is tied, this is tied, this is tied, and so then it goes slow. And if all else fails, everything's 100% tied, you will get a random between those cards. Okay, so it goes into mentioning some other stuff about reverse speed and brawls. I really don't want to cover that. I'll let you peruse the article yourself. The important thing is this attack order right here at the top. You want to know this because when you build your lineups, you want to try and remember so that way you're planning accordingly. Again, you don't know what the opponent's going to play, but at least in your own cards, you can set your own cards to attack in an order that you want. So that way your healer doesn't go first and then your tank gets annihilated down to 1 hit point and the healer gets annihilated and never gets his heal off. Or something like that. Okay, so the next article you should be fully aware of is attack accuracy. If you've played the ranked battles, it's only a matter of 2 fights and you'll say, oh man, the RNG got me. The random number generator did me wrong. It beat me up, it spit me out. The ref was bribed, whatever. You will see RNG, is why I lost. Realistically, it looks like it's RNG why you keep missing, but you got to take these other effects into mind when you're attacking monsters with these abilities. If they play a blind monster and your team is blinded, you get a reduced 15% chance you get a 15% reduction in your attacks because they played a blind card and you are going to be a 15% chance of being blinded and miss. Also, if they're playing dodge, and welcome new again to the chat. Try not to confuse. Let's see. If you are attacking a card that has dodge, you're going to be looking at a card that has a 25% chance of evading your attack. And if the card you are attacking is a flying card, you also have another 25% of missing. So even though the attack order says this, these abilities can drastically make it appear that the RNG is against you. And welcome, Woody. Yes, very keen for land. If you guys hang out till the end of this topic, I will gladly answer any and all questions. Let's see. So you need to be aware of these modifiers. Most people get caught up in the fact that they just simply keep missing a monster, but they don't really pay attention to, oh, look, if they stack dodge with flying and you've been blinded, well, these are good reasons why you're missing. And then, of course, the phase ability affects the magic attack. And snare can negate the flying. So, again, this is a help article that you can read through and be aware of. The main thing is this. You want to pay attention to those stats. The next article in the help area that a lot of people don't know about or where to look for is also very important, and that is, oh, I was going to do the other one first. I'll go through this one since I brought up. Okay, there is a maximum and minimum rating gain and loss. Now, when you're fighting, everybody's confused. Okay, at the top of this article, it's not worth really wasting my time going over. There's a chart in here that I wanted to point out. And this is the chart. The rating gain amount is within league limits. That means the highest gain you can get ever is 72 rating point gain on a win. You have to be on a win streak and all this fun stuff. And the minimum would be a 20. So if you're not on a win streak, then you're simply locked down to you will never get more than 36. Same goes through here. If you're going to be on the losing end, the most you'll ever lose is 36. But this is a nice little chart to look at and kind of keep in mind when you're thinking about all your rating points. Okay. The other one that goes with attack accuracy that I really want to bring up is this article here. Now, there's a lot of information all over the place, even in my Barons Toolbox helpers right here, that go over different ratings. But this is information I have yet to add to that, and that is the abilities, status, and effects. It goes hand in hand with these effects, but for some reason, these numbers aren't as clearly marked on this page. So, you want to remember the chances of hitting your targets with these different abilities. Dispel is 100%, Having is 100%. Though I swear I have missed before with Having. I don't know. It just seems that way. Let me take this back. You still have to hit your target. If you hit your target, then there's a 100% chance of Having. There's a 100% chance of Dispel. Cripple is a 100% chance. Blast is a 100% chance. So this is if you hit your target, not if you miss your target. But this is a nice little chart that you should be aware of and how to find it, so you can just keep this in mind. If you're just starting out, these are things you probably aren't fully aware of. Someone will tell you, you'll forget. You'll ask again. Someone will tell you, you'll forget. So those are the top things that I want to point out to players getting into Splinterlands. These are things, if you know these, if you memorize these will help you literally build much better teams that have much better synergy in your attacks, because you know how all this stuff interacts and how it's going to go down. And this will definitely help you master the ranked battles of Splinterlands. And so again, all these articles that I went over are things that everybody can find, but most of us do not think to look for in this little thing called the Splinterlands help icon. All right, so that wraps up everything I wanted to talk about on this stream. We got a couple of viewers. If you have questions, I will gladly answer them. You, Woody, have mentioned that you're super keen for land. Me too. So guess what I did? I had 12 plots of land, and I went out and bought more plots of land. All my plots were in Gank's land area, and that was region 23. But as of this morning, I went ahead and bought 3 more. I bought 3 hills plots, not tracks, in the wonderful region 119. The reason I did this is, even though it does not matter for phase 1.5 of land, most of the plots I have produce wood. And so I've got wood, 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 wood. And so I'm very light on grain producing plots. And so when land phase 1.6 or more likely 2.0 comes out, I need to make sure I have enough plots to produce grain with. And so that's why I went ahead and bought 3 plots. So that's what I recently did for land. And let's see. Again, I just want to say, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe below. And leave yourself myself, leave a comment of yours for me. I'd much appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And at the end of this, let's go ahead and just do a daily focus claims. And hey, it's here. Let's see if I have luck on my side. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'll take it. Gold foil swamp. Oh, 5 summoners. Dumb cakes. I got some dumb cakes. Coastal sentry. Oh, look at that. Gladius pack coming up. Coyotes. Definitely Gladius pack coming up. Oh, oh. Booyah. I'll take it. I haven't recently, yesterday and today, I got legendary. It's been a long time for me with the dry spell of getting legendary. So that's kind of nice. Even though it's not a stack of them, I'll take it. That was a very nice daily focus there. So now, of course, I'm a packaholic. Oh, you heard it could be tonight? Oh, I will be live streaming again if it comes out tonight. That would be awesome. I'm super stoked for that as well. I've got, I went ahead and pre-staged and opened a ton of cards on the Mav server. So that way I could make some cards that are not max level cards. So I opened a ton of packs probably about 4 or 5 days ago. I made sure to claim a bunch of land so I could reveal that land and be ready there. And so yeah, I'm super excited as well, New Again. How much land do you have, New Again? All right, here we go. Oh, I got an epic. And a rare. It's better than a garbage pack. Nice. Marisol. I'll take it. Yeah, 5 tracks. Nice. I went from 12 plots up to 15 plots. So not nearly as invested. I wish I would have gone bigger when I first joined the game, but I was glad that I was able to jump up to at least 15 plots. And I have enough monsters, again, not like max level legendaries, but I have enough monsters where I believe I can at least put monsters that produce 2,000 production points per worker slot per all 12 of my plots of land. I don't have enough to cover these 3 new ones, but that's okay. I have time to work up to that. All right, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. I just wanted to go over and mention some things that people forget about, and that's this help icon, and there's some hidden gems in here. the attack order, attack accuracy, the abilities and status effects, as well as this right here for out your gains in ranked play. Oh, and the other thing I mentioned at the beginning of the video was, don't forget that leagues control your summoner level and summoners control your monster levels. Oh dear. You have 300 totems? Oh, I am so jealous. I got 2 common ones. Let's see, where are those at? Items? Other? I got a whole whopping 2 common totems. I should have been buying those up a lot sooner, and now it's probably too late because I saw them down around 15 bucks, and I should have bought some up, and I didn't. I kind of, now that I see them on the market, their prices have gone up, and I don't want to spend that price on them. Oh, let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, so they're at $25 now. You got 2 legendaries? Oh, man. You got enough to get about 50 of your plots going. That's nice. If you need to lend out some totems, I'm raising my hand. You know where I stream? I'll give them back, but if you need to lend them to somebody, oh well, I'm watching, but at $25 because I know for a fact they were less than 15 at one point, or at 15 for a while. I'll probably end up buying some at 25 at some point, but I don't want to. But that is awesome that you got 300 totems. Were you buying them up this whole time? Oh, really, New Again? That would be phenomenal. If you're willing to lend me some, I would be very excited. And again, 100% guaranteed, I'm not going to keep them. They're your property. But yeah, if we can talk, we'll talk. That would be very, very nice of you. All right. Okay, I think I'm going to end this stream here, everybody. Thank you for hanging out and chatting a little bit there, New Again. And we will catch you guys later. And if the Mav server gets an update tonight, I will be streaming as I'm toying around with it. Okay, you were in on the raffles. Nice. Yeah. Jesterago, he has a region and 500 plots, I think. And he also has a ton of totems. Yeah, I wish I would have been wise to that at the time, but I didn't. All right. Okay. Thank you again, New Again. I'm going to end this here, but yes, I'm super excited. I hope your rumor turns out to be true. Catch you guys later. Peace.